Yo, 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 yo.
Yo, we here. It's been a crazy week.
It's been a crazy week in hip hop, man. It's been going crazy. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, man. Big gang in here. Y'all know what's going on. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? From Big Gang Studios. No, I'm just playing from my career right now. Good morning. And you know what I'm saying? Happy Thursday. For the most part, man, hip hop has been crazy this week. You know, we laid Scooter to rest. You know, the Bricc Baby indictment came out. You know, we got a lot of topics to talk about today and shit. One of them, y'all got he been released from prison. We got Boosie getting to the car crash. You know, so we gonna talk about all that. But first and foremost, I'm gonna start out talking about the Big U situation because I just saw the new Trap Lord Ross on Big U this
Uh-huh.
morning. And I will say this. I was already like 80% sold that Big U had something to do with Nipsey getting whacked. I'm 100% sure he had something to do with that shit now. Point blank, period. Nowhere around it.
What was the thing that
Man,
made
look,
you what was the thing that made you finally like, yeah, okay.
Big U and Nipsey Hussle had a 10-year production deal that was signed in 2009. His deal was up in 2010. See, Charleston White got some of it right. And I remember him being under Unique Production, and that's what took so long for Nipsey to drop an album. And Nipsey, that's why his debut album is the Victory Lap, but he got so much other bodies of work. That was considered his first debut album under a major record label under Unique Productions. So basically, during the making of the Victory album, Victory Lap, that's why you see Nip with Big U. And Big U was talking shit and signifying. Now it all makes sense. And he was like, "Yeah, man, y'all take this out. We gonna come to your house. We gonna beat because he got points on that album. The deal was up in 2009. I mean 2019. Nip gets killed. Nip gets killed in 2020, right? Nip dies. He drops the Victory Lap album before he passes away. Dang, hold on. Shit, I'm fine casting. Maybe it's gonna be Jesus. Nah, podcast. I thought I was gonna get it rich, bro. Yeah. So back to what I was saying. So he do the deal with Unique Music back in the day to get signed through Epic Records. So when he do that, he does the deal. So basically, you work to me more dead than alive because I can't eat off you no more after this album. After this album, unique music is no longer a part of what Nipsey Hussle got going on. So we falling out about that. Then fast forward, the higher video situation. I call some young niggas down to the front line of the situation. You step up, you ain't let it happen. We fall out again. That's the final straw for me. I get you gone. So that's why I said now I can probably see where it would be where Big U would gain something from Nip dying because it's your last album. This is gonna be your most streamed album. And no matter what, you dead. You can't rap no more. I get points off that album for the rest of my life. Uh, you was signed under a production deal with me. So to update that Big U situation, I feel like he had something to do with Nip. After watching the Trap Lord Ross, and I ain't even finished yet. After piecing the dots of what I already knew together, and then loose cannon, bro. Let me put this out. Loose cannon. I'm gonna say
Oh,
this to
Luce
you.
Cannon is
Loose
wilding
coochie
right
cannon.
now.
Loose coochie cannon.
Did you know he had a twin?
Yeah. Loose coochie cannon. I'm gonna say this to you, man. You is the worst kind of nigga, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why. you the worst kind of nigga. And I'm not like a fan of Big U or like a Big U advocate or like, man, Big U need to be whatever. You fell out with Big U, and then you went on the internet and told y'all crimes. And I'm talking to you. You went on the internet and started telling y'all crimes. His own girlfriend, wife, or whatever was on the show with him and said, babe, stop. I don't think you need to be saying this online. I'm gonna have to bail this nigga out. She said it on fucking No Jumper. You the worst kind of nigga. And I'm gonna tell you why you the worst kind of nigga. Also, you stole from another loose cannon. It's another loose cannon in the music industry as well that I've been knew about.
Yeah, I remember you saying that it was a loose cannon.
I've been saying it was a loose cannon. When Trapmore Ross said it, I was like, I've been saying it was another loose cannon that produced and worked with major artists and was working with Dr. Dre and all this. You know what this nigga did? He looked up a rapper name that was basically if you know Loose Cannon, you know Loose Cannon. He like what's that nigga from Harlem? He like Branson. If you know who Branson is, you know who Branson is. So Loose Cannon don't got a social profile. So what he does, he takes the Loose Cannon name, he uses that name to take credit for, yeah. You know how you can mix the lie with the truth? You can mix the lie with the truth. His brother verified, like, he got songs with these people, that people. But he ain't got no songs with Nas and Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no songs with Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre was just interested in you. You never did a song with Dr. Dre. He never did a song with Nas. You was too young to do a song with Nas, like the nigga own brother said. He pulled a Rick Ross. He basically took another nigga identity in rap music, took the nigga credits because the real Loose Cannon rather remain obscure. He don't want to be seen or known like that. He cool with getting his money, getting his credits, doing his shit. If I ask the truth to my lie, who can really verify? You can Google me. You can look me up. It's spelled the exact same. It's spelled the exact same. So with that being said, bro, with Loose Cannon, with the whole situation, I say this. You trash, bro, and I ain't sympathizing with Big U, but Big U wouldn't even be in this situation, bro, if you would have shut the fuck up.
Yup.
Big U wouldn't even be in this if you would have just took the fact he cut you off, stopped fucking with you, and left you alone. Big U wouldn't even be in all this. The murder situation, I feel like that was gonna happen regardless. Why? Because Big U was sloppy. What I always say, Jet, there's no such thing as the perfect crime. Don't I always say that?
Yeah.
I always say no matter what you do, somebody's seeing you. The only thing you can do if you're gonna commit a murder, you're gonna ride down on the nigga, is not leave a trace. You gotta get in the car. It can't be no prints. You gotta do everything gloved up, maxed up, clothes, unidentifiable that you never wore, no plates on the whip. Like it was a hit in New York like 2-3 years ago. It was some old dudes. They had masks on and glasses. They ran up on a dude, shot him in broad daylight, dropped the guns there, the guns there, got in the truck, drove up the street, left the truck there, got in another car, and left. They got away from the scene of the crime where any cameras can catch them, got in another car, left that car there and left. The police had everything that a usual sloppy criminal could leave and see and get seen on to get caught. You know how they never got found. First of all, they had clothes, all black, not like the Walmart special, all black orthopedic shoes, jogging pants, the Hanes special, gloves on, tape on the handles, The bullets was untraceable because they had no fingerprints on the bullets. The gun scrim serial numbers were scratched off. It was no plates on the car. No DNA evidence left in the car. It was bleach in the car. And they got away. So you could do they got seen. It's on camera. They dropped the guns at the scene. But guess what? It was without a trace. You went, you killed this young man who was looking to you for some form of fatherhood and guidance. And you killed him. You killed him. You took his life. You felt slighted. And I feel like I know why you did it. Bruh, Big U is a psychopath, my nigga. That is a sociopath. That is a serial killer, bro. If you see the wiretaps and the shit that he was talking about, I'm only the only old niggas out here still killing niggas. You were a psychopath. And I feel like that young man, when he dissed you, he gave you a flashback of what Nipsey did to you. And I feel like you flashed out when you felt like he dissed you like Nip did. I feel like he flashed out. Because see, when you got business, this is the thing that unfortunately was Nip's demise. Two things. He was too loyal to the set because he was still in the neighborhood, which by all means, they love him. So I ain't gonna never disrespect them niggas because I know the niggas that really love Nip and reverend Nip like a god. And then he had business with the devil, nigga. He had business with Big U. He had business with the devil, a modern day gang extortionist. So when you
Real
got
life
that going
Debo.
on, when you got that going on, when you got a business relationship with somebody, you gotta see them and talk to them. Like I tell people all the time, I'm 120% positive Gunner done spoke to Thug at some point since he been out. Even if it ain't about no personal life, you signed to that man label. You get what I'm saying? You want YSL. You gotta talk to this man. At some point, you gotta talk, whether it's a lawyer, whether it's some go-between, whether it's an intermediary, or y'all gotta sit at the table on different ends. Y'all gotta talk to each other. And I feel like that 10-year contract screwed Nip. And when Nip tried to buy his way out of it, do what he couldn't get out of it. So he had to ride with it. So now I'm off and on dealing with a nigga that I know on some shady shit, but I still got love for this nigga. But I'm bubbling and I think he know how important I am to the set. So, but I fuck with this OG nigga, but he on some other shit. I think that's what it was. And then around that time, you got Big U picking up traction. One thing, like his downfall, Big U downfall was that, man. One thing I said, all the gangsters, what happened to all the gangsters, man? They all want to get in front of the camera. They all want to be famous. They all want to be famous. Once you get in that star power, you got rappers checking in. You on social. This nigga Big U on social media. Yeah, nigga, you gotta check in and you get your shit took. He telling them you interfering in young nigga beef and shit. Quando Rondo, you comment on him and shit. I would have never said nothing about Quando Rondo doing that shit. Nigga wouldn't even know if some shit happening to a nigga in Chicago and I'm out there and it's like on my watch type shit. I ain't gonna get on there and be like, I'm not even gonna acknowledge that type of shit. He acknowledging the shit. You know what I'm saying? He's speaking on the shit. So it's like at the end of the day, bro, Big U, bro, and I would say I'm gonna go back to Nip, then I'm gonna go to Big U. Because I'm kind of doing two at once. Big U, you fucked off a good legacy, bro. And you could have rewritten what reformed gangsters look like and about. And you didn't. You hid under the guise of helping kids, helping the community, which I mean, at the end of the day, bro, I get it because I grew up around the West. The Robin Hood theory. We take from the rich, we give to the poor with the donations you was getting and the funding. Man, they're gonna hang him. You misappropriated over $2 million in grant money. They're gonna hang him. LA County and the federal government was giving him money for his programs. So he gonna pay for that. Even if they don't get him on nothing else, they're gonna get him on racketeering. They don't get him for extortion and racketeering. If he luckily beat the murder, he going to jail for everything else. So I will say this: you fucked up a good legacy, sir, by not just walking away when you could have just let empower the next generation who's coming up. But you wanted the spotlight. And that's what come with the spotlight. When you doing Henny and shit. You can never really shade a light on the underworld. That's why it's called the underworld. That's why it's called the underworld. You're not supposed to really shade a light on the underworld. You're not really supposed to let niggas know the inner workings of what's really going on. And a lot of niggas, they do that shit when they committing these acts and these crimes. So for you to be an OG nigga, like I say, and I've been saying it over and over, somebody got to teach these older niggas how to use the internet, bro. Somebody got to teach these niggas that still want to be out in the streets, BYNs, be active, be on the pavement, be on the concrete, be outside, however the fuck you want to call it. Niggas got to show niggas how to use the internet. I can personally say with me, bro, I am fortunate to survive the shit I survived. I got shit that's gonna go to the grave with me. I'm never gonna talk about. Other people can speak on it, but I never attest to it. I say it all the time when I've been in interviews. You hear what you hear. If that's what you heard, then that's what you heard. I have no clue what you're talking about. If that's what you heard, that's what you heard. Only thing I tell you is I've been shot. I don't get too much into details about too many situations surrounding where I got shot because I got shot for some other shit. Unless it's like on a certain platform where I can explain it in a cool way. Other than that, nah. Last time I got shot, I wouldn't dare explain that shit. Shit happened behind that, so there wouldn't be no point. At the end of the day, bro, it's the internet is killing the underworld. The internet is strangling niggas' mindset into they gotta be famous. He thought he was bigger than the program and now he paying for it. Far as Nip go, that 10-year contract fucked him. That's why I tell artists all the time, don't be so thirsty to sign a deal. Read what the fuck people are putting in front of you. Read it, read it, read it, read it, read it, read it, read it. And even if these your partners, look for a loophole. Even if these your homies, look for a loophole. Look for a loophole. Cause in 5 years, y'all might not be homies no more. 5 years, y'all might not be partners no more. So then I gotta separate myself. So that's what fucked him. And that's what I'm gonna say on that subject. Now that segues into Bricc Baby.
I
Bricc
know.
Baby, Bricc
It's
Baby, Bricc Baby.
crazy. Like
Man,
he pushed
that
a
nigga's a
chick out
menace
of
to
car.
society. That nigga's a menace to society, bro. They gonna keep him. He finna get indicted on that dirt shit. He finna be on that Pee Wee Longway shit. They fuck around and put him in Florence. They fuck
Uh,
around and put him in 80X. We can't put you nowhere but the most secure place, fam. You a nigga like you can't even be in the federal penitentiary because you know too many. You bi-coastal with your shit. You know too many niggas. If we seen you over here, you know niggas. If we seen you over there, you know niggas. He might be one. Him and Big U might be the niggas they send to Florence. Supermax. Him and Big U might be the niggas they send at Supermax. Him and Big U might fuck around and be the niggas they send out there. Big U fuck around and be the nigga they send. You too powerful. Like how OG Mac in there. Like you too powerful. You one of the last powerful Crips living. If I could think of, they got like real rank, like blood lineage to like the first line of Crippin'. Yes, bro, we got to put you somewhere up. We can't send you to the East Coast because it's Crippin' there. We can't send you to the West, to the South, because you're going to start, everywhere you go, you can potentially start a riot. We might can send you to the Midwest. We might can send you to Marion, where there's maximum security. We might can send you, but more than likely, they're going to send that nigga to 80X. Him and Bricc Baby going to 80X.
you think you think Bricc Baby like because everybody's saying there's possibility he snitched. What do you think about that whole situation? And then like Luce Cannon, they're saying Luce Cannon snitched in court, but all he did was say those aren't my crimes. Those are actually my twin brothers' crimes because they got like one name apart, like one letter apart in their name. I think one's named Jermaine and the other name is like Termaine or something like that. So it's like, yeah, he didn't necessarily snitch because that's already paperwork that the cops know about, but they were like, oh, this is your paperwork, but it really wasn't, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I could see Bricc Baby snitching. Man, when you
He
got
just
a
wanted to
nigga
work.
behind, yeah, I can see you snitching. You don't owe nobody no. He don't feel like he owe nobody no loyalty. He strike me as a nigga that ain't gonna stand tall. Loose cannon, he already told. He already told. He told on. All they gotta do is play no jumper.
Yep.
All they gotta do is play his interviews. He already told. Ain't nothing to tell. He told. He gave it up already. It's nothing. It's nothing to say. Like the feds don't come. It's the reason why the federal fucking court, and it just went up. The federal fucking courtroom has a 98.9. It went up from 2 to 9. 9% conviction rate. You got maybe 0.01% of winning.
Yo.
They come already with everything on you. Documents, phone calls, wiretaps. They got everything. Man, Lloyd probably set Big Bu down at the proffer and probably talked to that nigga and played him everything. Bro, he probably like, man, look, they got you as the top of the food chain. You really can't tell on nobody. This the only thing you can do, big dog. You can't do that. That's the only thing he probably told him. That's the only thing he told that nigga probably. Like, man, look, you probably in a situation where you can't even tell on nobody. I mean, you could give up some major. If you got any niggas that you know above you that's connected, or you know any political situations that we can talk about. But other than
He's the
that,
head
that's
honcho of all this stuff, so it's kind of like
you.
they
Yeah,
got who
it's
they
kind of
want.
hard. But like it's like it's told already. It's told already. It's told already. The situation told already.
And then, like, what do you think? Like, because I called it out too. What you think about Bricc Baby? You know, he got the gun displayed on the camera side so Luce Cannon could see it when they was doing their interview. And lo and behold, what do? They put that in the paperwork, showing Bricc Baby with the picture right there with the blicky on his left side. Like, man, at least do it on the right side. You a dummy. And that's like what you're saying. Like, they can't stay off the internet.
It's like, man, I realized at a certain point in my life, bro, it took somebody to tell me, and then I ain't gonna lie, learn lessons, man. When I first came, I used to always come up to Pop Austin, gunned up, all types of shit. Once I
Allegedly.
realized it took a nigga to tell me, like, bro, if you gonna do this, you can't do that. Cause you putting yourself in front of millions of people. And it might seem cool, but eventually you're gonna pay for it.
Facts.
You're gonna pay for it. And so I immediately made the choice like to be like, all right, cool. Like nigga, if I gotta go somewhere and I feel like I need this, I don't need to be there. You start changing the way you move. So they never really adopted to moving all the time. Exactly. I can say that. And then when I did not look, shit, it changed. It went from okay, cool, like this is what I do now. I used to have guns on me all the time. And I realized like, all right, bro, it ain't you inviting that type of energy. You inviting that type of energy. Change before something do happen. Bricc Baby revel in that type of shit. Luce Cannon revel in that type of shit. And unfortunately, nigga, 4 Extra revel in that type of shit. It's gonna always. Here's the thing about crash out culture. I hate that it's so celebrated. Yes, I'm saying it. Big Gang hate that crash out culture is celebrated. I hate that we on the internet we are celebrating crash out culture, and it's like it's the coolest shit ever, and it's not. Ain't shit cool about watching niggas fuck their life up and potentially lose everything. And you seeing a lot of niggas, they killing people, they doing shit, they being a part of criminal organizations, they going to jail, and when they get there, they can't handle the time, so they snitch. That's what happened. Period. It is entertaining. It is entertaining, but it's like at a certain point, and you know what's crazy? I would figure you would say that. It is entertaining, but it's like, all right, they gon' damn me. I know better. Like at the end of the day, you got to know how far to take this shit. You got to know how far. You got to know how far to take this shit. You got to know the levels. You got to know your octaves. You got to know your meetings. You got to know your levels. You got to know where you sit as a person. Like just being comfortable in your own skin. Like man, I love. Like man, I said the other day on the podcast. Me and KP cool in the motherfucker now. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. I'm proud that he on the run he on right now. I love it. When we got into it, I had a crash out moment. We both crashed out. Shit happens. In the great words of Boondocks, we had an end moment. Shit happened. Other than that, we got that out the way. We cool. I support him. I congratulate him on the run he on. I love it. At a certain point, podcasters got to be held just as accountable as like rappers or whoever too. Cause it's like shit, motherfuckers watching us, motherfuckers listen to us. Like it took for me to really, really go out and about, really be around, do shit for people like, oh yeah, you big gang, ooh yeah. Or I be on Instagram. You know how many people inbox me? Yeah, man, you said this. Or hey, bro, I love the show. I have at least 20 message requests a week from just random people that watch the show or see us or whatever the case is. And hey man, you got authenticity and logic, yo, bro. You made a good point. So I realized like the message that I'm putting out. I caught on to the message that I'm putting out.
Yeah,
Whether I'm
you can't
having
be putting out one thing and got a message, and then you over here full on crashing out, doing crazy shit.
yeah. So you gotta decide what side you want to be on. If you want to do that, if you want to be on crash out culture, just vlog, bro. Just put them in the coffin. R.P. Devon, the what's the nigga, Devon nigga. You put him in the coffin and then jump in the shit. Go do the Dolph. What's that nigga name? The John Gabbana route. Like if you want to be a crash out, like vlog the shit then. But if you want to reach the masses and you want to actually teach something, and you want people to actually sustain information that they learning from you, then you might want to like kind of. That's what makes the good. That's what makes. Okay, this is a big game sidebar, and then we can get back to the topics. Everybody can't podcast. This is a message to all you podcasters. You want to be live goers or however you want to call it. I'm not here to knock everybody hustle. Everybody can't get on this and talk at an educated level or a level that's understandable for people of all ages and races and creeds to get it. Everybody ain't meant to sit on a podcast and dissect topics because they just don't have the charisma to do it. Some people do. I am one of them. There's nothing wrong with that. Even and shit, I'm still learning. I ain't reached my peak yet. I got my interview skills suck. I need to get better at that. Everybody not made for this shit. It's okay to be the dude behind the scenes. It's okay to be the producer. It's okay to be the editor. It's okay to be the promoter. It's okay to be the marketer. It's okay to do other stuff to help the brand or the module go forward. You don't have to like talk. You don't have to be a podcaster. Um, Realize when you get past 10,000 views, 5,000 views, start realizing like, bro, your message got a punch. People watching you and listening to you, and they're catching on to what you're saying. And when they see you out and about, they're gonna want to see you hold to that type of shit. So this is just as this podcast that ain't as dangerous as rap, but it's just as open as rap. Cause
Mhm.
you be thinking, and it's more a little more scary because you be thinking like you just chilling because you like, man, I don't go on tour, I don't do shit. And the whole time, like that YouTube reach people. Them links reach people. Them ads reach motherfuckers. Like people that I never seen a day in my life. South by Southwest, man, that whole week I got stopped by people I never seen a day in my life. All up and down Sixth Street, all up and down the east side of Austin, all over. I got stopped at the venue at the Retro Game venue. People was coming to the venue not because of the music. They was like, we want you big gang, right? I'm like, yeah. They like, man, yeah, we seen you promote the event. Yeah, well, we seen pop out and share. We came and pop out to come see you. And I was like, well, I don't rap. I don't rap, but these are my artists that do rap. And welcome to Retro Gang. What's up? Like, that's it. Like, I ain't had no sales pitch. But it was kicking it. It was cool because it was like they felt like they was kicking it with Big Gang. They stayed. It was two dudes. They was from Armadillo, Texas, and I'm shouting them out, bro. It was two Mexican brothers, man. If y'all watching this, man, shout out to y'all boys. They came from Armadillo, Texas. They came to Retro Gang. His fans watching this podcast. They thought I was a rapper too. And they came and they was like, they seen me. I'm walking back into the smoke shop, back into Age. They stopped me and was like, man, hey, you big gang, right? I'm like, yeah. They like, man, hey, we love the podcast, man. We subscribe, we watch, we comment, we do everything, bro. We came to support, man. We came out to check you out. I was like, man, I don't rap. He was like, oh, I was like, I'm an A&R and a manager, but these are my artists and stuff that do rap. We got some we got an act up there right now. We got two more. We got more acts coming up, man. And I was just sitting in the patio, kicking and smoking, talking to motherfuckers and shit. People that did come. So that's when I was like, okay, nigga, you an attraction. All right. So realize when you want to be in front of this camera, you want to be an attraction. You want to be an attraction. And that's just what that is. And I'm gonna go to the next subject. I'm gonna go to the next two subjects because I'm gonna fly by
Well,
night on one. I'm gonna go on the other.
well, real quick, my bad. If you get in touch on one thing with Luce Cannon, because 600, yeah, 600 is claiming that he has never been rolling 60s. That he just basically lying and capping on that. So I don't know if you can kind of for a clip kind of touch on him if
I
you think
mean,
that that's true or not.
I mean, I can't speak on it because it's like shit. Who's to say he ain't? Who say he is rolling 60? Who say he ain't rolling 60? He was with Big U, the biggest rolling 60. So who? He's in an indictment with a bunch of rolling 60s. I mean, that's just as simple as it gets.
There you go.
Who's to say he ain't? Who's to say he is? I mean, look like it to me. He on a federal indictment and they don't miss. 600, what's
Right.
600? Oh, because you probably know some hood politics. And even if you do know some hood politics, he probably didn't get put down the way you got put down. You know what I'm saying? That don't necessarily make a nigga like it's niggas that didn't get put down like I got put down. That don't make them not GD. I know some niggas that got like gang culture weird. I can speak on this. Like, especially when you go to other states. Like Chicago, back in the days, the first like generation of GDs and vice lords and shit like that, yeah, they fought. They got punched in, beat up, jumped on, whatever the case is. By the time it got to me, the third generation, second, third generation, niggas wasn't niggas wasn't jumping niggas in. It was more so by that time, gang culture had took over Chicago. By the early 90s, but it was already by the 60s and 70s, but it took over. But by that point, gang culture was already 30 years, 20 something years in, 25 damn near 30 years in. So look at Cali. Niggas ain't really getting jumped in no more. I mean, they do, but they don't. Who knows? Same thing with Chicago. Niggas for sure probably still get jumped in or blessed in. Now it's just worse. Really, niggas just be on some. You got to catch a body, nigga, to join our gang. You got to catch a body to join us, nigga. That's how niggas be coming now. But when I was coming up, man, by the time it got to me, shit happened that made you a part of the gang. Shit happened. Like my situation with the Stones, shit happened to where niggas recognized you was a GD or a BD or a vice lord or a traveler or whatever the case is. So by that time, but this a 30-year thing at this point. So it's already understood what areas is what, who's who, grand niggas, granddaddies and daddies and fathers and done broke bread in jail, all types of shit. So it's all the gang culture is tricky and interwoven. So he can't say Luce Cannon not rolling 60 if he in the indictment with nothing but rolling 60s. And he doing crimes on the behalf of rolling 60s. I mean, I wouldn't be doing crimes with no niggas. I wouldn't be doing crimes with niggas if I wasn't a part of the gang. All them niggas rolling 60. It's just a nigga trying to discredit another nigga in the wrong area, and that's what maybe 600 need to stop at. You can say he down the step, but you can probably say he ain't a prominent member or he was a flunky, a goofy, but just trying to take away his crib status because of whatever, that's different. You get what I'm saying, Jay?
No, yeah, that's a good way to put it. I didn't, I
That's
probably
like
need
that's
to get
different.
your
Like
take on.
you like a nigga can't like right now. I can look at a certain nigga that's GD and be like, man, that nigga goofy as hell. But I can't take away the fact he's GD. That's from his hood he put down and how niggas fuck with him, where he from and where he at with it. That's him. He folks. He one of the guys. So they don't make him know like they don't make him know. Now, however, he ain't a murder town gangster. That's how I could go with that. He ain't my GD. He ain't from my hood. He ain't from my hood. So the validity of you trying to tear down another nigga gang status to validate your campaign, that's why I don't agree with 600 at. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, for sure.
You can't do that. That's just like that because it looked like to me it's on paper. It's on paper. You can say he a clown rolling 60. You can say he a goofy rolling 60. But you can't take that away from him if that's what he caught up in and that's what he around and them the niggas he with. That ain't fair. So I get it, but find if you're gonna smear or you gonna be on that, just be he a goofy ass nigga. He lied about who he really is. He not really this loose cannon. He really a nigga that did this much and added this much to the story and it made him bigger than what he was. That's my thing on loose cannon. That's my thing on that whole situation about 600 saying that he not a rolling 60. I can't go to Atlanta and tell none of them niggas that be doing like me personally, and I'm gonna go this far and then we gonna wrap that up on this subject. I'm from Chicago. Now, in our world, gang banging is more so color, how we dress, and how we move and where we from. And even then, you might see a GD throwing up the rakes and dropping the rakes at the same time. Cause hell yeah, set it up. If you like, you can see a nigga throwing up the rakes and throwing down the rakes. He letting you know he GD, but he'll get on a GD ass. You get what I'm
Mm.
saying? You got niggas that's like that. You got niggas that pop out for hood. They EBK. They crack trays. They drive VL. They do everything. You got niggas who fuck with Stones. You got niggas that's cool with Vice Lords, but they might not fuck with these Latin Kings over here. So everybody got their own thing. But how the GDs was, GD folks, and we gonna do this. We GD folks. We don't do all that in Chicago. Nigga tell you, we ain't doing all that. How them niggas was on Rick Ross, that video, when them niggas was, yeah, we GD folks, and we gonna get on GD, yeah, GD. Man, you see all them niggas, OGKK, all them niggas locked up in jail now. All them niggas, all them niggas that was in Atlanta down there in indictment, them niggas is in jail. I think OGKK got like 15, 30 years on this shit. He booked. So it's like, come on, bro. So it's like, who are we to say what gang member can hold what or do what? I might not agree with it, but I wouldn't go to Atlanta and tell them niggas they ain't GD. That's what y'all believe. That's what y'all stand on. Y'all just ain't my folks. You feel what I'm saying? And that's my whole take on that. And now the next subject I was gonna talk about was Yak Gotti getting out of jail. If I'm not mistaken, Yak Gotti told on Thug, right? Or he
Oh,
didn't.
let me look that up while
I
you.
don't think he told on Thug. Yak Gotti didn't tell on Thug. I think that's his brother, right? Yeah, Yak Gotti didn't tell. I don't think Yak Gotti told. I could be wrong. That's why I'm asking like for a quick fact check. Cause I think that's the one that didn't tell.
Well, the problem is this is what it is. 2024, November 23rd. Cash Jones, known as Whack 100, claims Yak Gotti snitched on Young Thug after initially accusing Gunna as blah blah blah. And then he was saying that Yak Gotti is the individual cooperating with authorities in the YSL Rico trial. But this is Whack 100, so you gotta take that with a grain of salt.
You gotta take that with a grain of salt.
So
It
I
seems
mean,
like to
what you
me,
said, I'm not saying it has validity to it, but what you've heard was somewhat correct
yeah.
rumor.
Reese's cup. Yeah, you get what I'm saying though? Like, I don't see Thug say nothing about Yak Gotti.
Me either. I haven't seen a lot of people say anything either
I
outside of
mean,
Whack.
shit. It was a state RICO case. It was a state RICO case. So it was only gonna go so far. It was only gonna take so much. It was a state RICO case. So I mean, everybody came from up under it, majority. Shit, Woody did his job. He did what he was supposed to do. I think that's another reason why I won't nobody touch him in the hood either. Cause the real like the internet know one thing, but where a nigga from know everything. You get what I'm saying?
Look a little Woody.
That's what I'm saying. A nigga. That's why that's why I'm getting at.
No,
Like
yeah.
the internet know one thing, but where a nigga from know everything. Like he's still in his hood. Ain't no telling what the real Atlanta know. Like far as Woody telling, you know what I'm saying? They probably know he just lied. He was gonna tell. He lied. Didn't tell.
Acted slow, acted, yeah.
Yeah, you know what
He
I'm
put a
saying?
Hulk Hogan, like he said. He was basically like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this," and then at the last minute did a flip, and then, you know what I mean? He put a Hulk Hogan.
That's it. So I don't see where the problem is. Well, yeah, Young Thug ain't say nothing about Woody.
All he did was laugh at him. He was laughing at Woody during the trial. Like he was just sitting there, like he was basically entertaining
Man,
Thug.
and then here's the thing, bro. Y'all, I know y'all looked up and y'all seen Woody run around Atlanta pulling out 20 and 40, 30,000, 40, $50,000 out of pan at a time. Who's to say he ain't get paid off? Who's to say this ain't a ruse the whole time? Who's to say the money wasn't sitting in escrow or sitting with a third party and you ain't think about it. You ain't heard Lil Baby and none of them say nothing about Woody. Heard him speak about Gunna.
Yeah.
It's enough content out there to make a verse about Woody. Because you can talk about him snitching and being on Vert 21 versus V1s, all types of shit, right? You can talk about him. He make money off of being him. You can do the biggest thing you can do as a rapper is discredit a nigga who ain't even a rapper and make money off of being a snitch, right? Right. So my theory is honestly, I don't think Woody snitched. I don't think Woody told at all. I feel like it's something bigger at play. I feel like it's something more deeper at play. I feel like nigga, he got paid off. He got paid off. He got paid off. They talked about Gunna more than they talked about Woody. And Woody, you get what I'm saying?
Yep.
And Gunna never took a stand. Right? Think about it, Jed. Never looked at it that way, huh?
No,
Never
didn't.
looked at it that way. He be
Yeah.
everywhere, bro. If somebody really wanted to do something to that man, they would do something to that man.
They said Woody got hacked.
He's seen on camera pulling 30 and 40,000 out his pants out of bags. He riding around in cars and RVs and shit. Niggas in the hood is still fucking with him. Come on. I know what a nigga that snitched look like in the hood. They shunning him. He's getting shunned.
Yeah, he can't step foot in there without some problems.
He ain't getting accepted, killer or not. He not getting accepted. Niggas ain't talking to that nigga. So with that being said, I don't feel he snitched. I feel like you did enough. Young Thug was laughing the whole time in court. Like, look at my nigga up there doing this thing. Oh shit, this nigga crazy the motherfucker. What he tripping, man? God damn. I got that bag for that bitch when we get up out of here. When he get up out of here. I got that bag for him.
He started looking like Eli Porter. I don't know if you remember Eli Porter back in the day. I did. He had that look at the steering.
That's what I'm saying. How we on, man? Y'all motherfuckers gotta understand, bro. It's a rules going on. And then YFN Luce home, everybody home. Atlanta fumbled. Atlanta dirty, bro. Niggas don't be wanting to say this about Atlanta. Atlanta one of the most corrupt places in America, bro. Niggas be saying because it's because of, man, it's black people in power. I don't care what nobody say. It's white people and black people in Atlanta working in cahoots, and they just as corrupt as anywhere else besides Chicago. Chicago is the most corrupt police department in political structure in the fucking country. Chicago, I love my city, but we got the most corrupt motherfucking police department in the country and the most corrupt political destruction.
Memphis looks kind of corrupt too. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
Memphis kind of corrupt too for sure.
It do be looking kind of fishy out there. Like, hold up.
Memphis fishy too. Memphis fishy too. Memphis for sure fishy. But I can honestly say, man, we Yak Gotti, man, he gonna go home have a regular life. But and another speaking on arrest, I seen Young Thug got arrested for bond meetings. How the fuck that even go?
Who? You said who?
The young buck.
Yeah, Young Buck. Yeah, I know. That's the next topic. Yeah, they said he missed some bond meetings. You
How
know,
the fuck
50
you
about
miss
to
a
get on
bond
his
meeting?
ass.
That's a federal. Oh yeah, he on federal bond. He on federal bond.
I mean, he was drunk
Oh yeah,
on
you can't
weed or
miss
something.
them. You can't miss them. You can't miss them. You can't miss them federal bonds. He on federal bond. You can't miss that. You can't miss that. Buddy, you can't miss that. Federal bond, man. Yeah, now you sitting in jail. Shit, man. You gotta go to that shit. But that goes along with rappers holding on to the glory days. I I fuck with Young Buck. I feel like he was a great artist, but he jumped off the G Unit bus too soon, and he was better off staying with 50. That's my honest opinion. He should have. He was better off staying near 50 and holding the music game down. Have Lloyd Banks and G Unit actually done it the right way, the whole group. 50 was fading out of music anyway.
And
So,
50 just trolled him too. I just saw as we're talking.
mm-hmm. So
He said, "Damn, how
50.
that get hit like that? Police must have hit him in the head." No, he said,
50.
"How did that dude's head get like that? Police must have hit him in the head." He can't wait to help himself.
Man, I would hate for 50 Cent to be my enemy.
He's the worst.
I would never, ever in life want to get into a 50 Cent.
You can't be caught lacking.
A nigga that got shot 9 times and still taunt the people that did it to him. Yeah. You know, any nigga that'll do that, they should have do a long time ago. You don't want to get into it with that nigga. So 50 not a nigga that you want to get into it with, bro. He ain't never gonna quit. I bet you Lil Meech's glad that Young Buck did something so 50 can get off him. And 50 probably come back and get on me, Lil Meech in a minute. That's how bad it is. He petty. He childish. He petty as fuck. He petty as fuck. He big petty. I ain't never met a nigga more petty than him. He petty than a motherfucker. 50 Cent petty. So I would say just Young Buck, man, keep your head up. I ain't gonna talk too bad about you because shit, I like your music. I fuck with you. It's just damn, man, you gotta do better than that, pimping. You gotta do better than that, my nigga. You missing bond meetings and shit, man. Oh, I seen Sada Baby got arrested. Man, what's up with all y'all rappers going to jail?
I know it's just nothing but arrest. Like one goes out, the other one goes in.
Like, man, y'all want to be in jail or some shit? Like,
And
man.
then he got out of jail. He's basically saying, I'm out, and they're celebrating like he didn't even go to jail. Like everything's cool.
Man, it's just that time of year, man. It's that season. Man, we ain't gonna have no more rappers no more in a minute, bro. They gonna start giving us niggas like Barry Manilow. We ain't gonna have no more rappers in a minute. We gonna have niggas like Frank Sinatra. They gonna leave us out here with fucking Rod Wave.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Rod Waves and all of them, they're the ones that's winning. The rest of these fools, they just going to jail like it ain't nobody's business.
Man, drill rap took out, man. They gave it to us, man. They get crack Instagram and AIDS. They gave it to us, man. I say it all the time. They gave it to us, man. This generation has been damn the dudes. They incarcerated. All the 19 and 20-year-olds and 22, 23-year-olds and shit, they in jail. They fighting murders. You seen the TK trial?
Yep.
Heartbreaking. 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 I know the engineer who did his song. Heartbreaking. Seen him at South by Southwest before. Heartbreaking, bro. All that potential gone down the drain.
And then his ex-girlfriend testified against him. That hit different.
They already had in jail for like how many years they been in?
It was like they had him there. I think they have him getting out when he's like 55, 60.
Yeah, but I'm saying they had her in there for a minute.
Oh yeah, her.
If I tell today, I can get out on early time.
Yeah, a woman gonna do that every time.
Yeah, a woman, I got a kid, man. She want to go home. A woman. That's why I ain't never ever in my life, man. Let me give y'all a little weasels, a little lesser in gangsterism, gangsterism 101. Cause I can definitely teach shit like this. When some of you squares listen to some real street OG niggas shit. You niggas stop taking these girls to commit these crimes with you. Stop taking these females to commit these crimes with you. Stop taking these women or these licks with you. Stop putting these women on a plane with you. Stop putting these women in positions because they going to tell on you. And I know you don't want to hear it unless sis got her own shit going on already. Don't put on to nothing. If it ain't nothing she can handle, now you can show the bitch something and keep it moving. But if you don't put nothing in the game, don't put nothing in her game plan, that ain't already there. You feel what I'm saying? You get where I'm coming from, Jet?
Yep.
Don't put nothing in her game plan that ain't there. If she ain't selling coke, don't put no coke on her. If she don't know nothing about moving pounds and pounds of weed, don't put her on no plane. Don't do nothing that she don't know nothing about. And even if she know about it, if she ain't exposed to it directly, don't even put her into it. Cause guess what? When the feds come knocking and shit come happening, like when I got my crib raided and shit, when all that shit happened to me, the first thing the police told me was like, man, we wanted to stop your baby mama, but we know she ain't know nothing. She was just dropping the baby off and left. And at that moment, I was like, I remember early that day when I got the notice that my nigga got knocked, free my nigga dollar. I found out he got knocked at like 3, and my other partner was like, man, look, they probably finna come to that crib and they probably watching you. If you got a gun in there, put that gun in the car or get it out the house. Cause if they find that gun in the house with all that weed in there, they got you. You better off just having the gun outside the house. Cause if you got it in the car, if you got it in the house, that's a whole different charge. Now they're like you protecting the stash house. So get it out of there. So I'm thinking like, man, ain't nothing finna happen. Like they would have came, they would have been came. Man, them niggas came. My baby mama came. My daughter was like, she wasn't even 1 yet. She was about to be 1, I want to say. 1 or 2. My baby's about to be 1 or 2, I want to say. Dior was about to be 1 or 2. And I never forget, they came at 6 on the dot. I just heard outside, just heard a whole bunch of rustling. And I looked, nigga, they in a formation coming up to my door. Infos out, stacked behind each other. Get on the ground, get on the ground. I already knew they was coming. When I heard them, I went and got the box. My daughter was in the room sleep. I was already calling somebody on the way to come get her. Everything. So they stopped what they was doing. They came get her. The people that came lock me up, they was like, man, we been watching you anyway. Remember that time we stopped you? I'm like, y'all, the police just stopped me that one time. He was like, remember we stopped you? We ain't want nothing. We just wanted to see who you was. You woo woo. They put me in the car. I was nervous about my daughter. They had the baby. They picked my baby up. And they was like, hey, bro, that's why I tell niggas this street shit, bro. And even as a father, it hurt for me talking about that because I had my baby in a situation where anything could have went wrong. And it's a message to you young niggas, and I want y'all niggas to pick up as a father, bro. That's one of my, that ain't nothing to be bragging about. That ain't one of my proudest moments as a father that my daughter wasn't even 2 yet, 1 or 2 yet. And nigga, I got her in a whole raid in my house. You feel me? That ain't nothing good to talk about or be. But I'm sharing it with y'all because I want y'all to learn from this shit. Like, and the thing was, I could have sent my baby mama outside the house with the weed, but they would have pulled over. As soon as they would have seen her leave out my house with a box or anything other than my daughter, that's an extra charge. That's another charge. Now me and my baby mama gone and my daughter fucked up. Cause they was gonna stop her. If I would have left her out with that box, they was gonna stop her running on me, and they would have had me and my baby. They would have had me, my baby, and my baby mama. But me knowing me, the smart nigga that I am, I didn't give her that box. I just told her what was gonna happen. I said, man, this could possibly happen. I'll call Jasmine if anything's shake. Go ahead. But you don't need to be here. Cause you got a lot going on already. You on probation. Go. But anything could have went wrong. I like nigga, them niggas could have came in, shot the crib up, did whatever. So at the end of the day, bro, you put a woman in the game, you got to realize what come with that. Unless she a different type of breed, and to be honest with you, that's rare. That's like 7. That's like 80, 90%. That's like a 10% chance. It's rare you find females like that. That's just cut from that cloth. And you run into them, they usually got their own shit going on already. Most women that's like that, they already got their own operations going on. They already got their own money scams or their own money schemes going on. So you ain't necessarily got to put them onto some bread. Money attract money. The ones who really know. You know what I'm saying? So I can say for the most part with the TK situation, like man, that girl was destined to tell. She was gonna tell nigga she done been in jail for about 12 years. She done been in jail since what? Nah, what? Let's see. They went down what 2017, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, damn near almost 10 years.
Yep, she couldn't wait to tell.
Good wait. This was gonna get us out. This was gonna get me out. I'm time served, and I know he did it. I want to go home. I want to go home. I can get free next chain catch. I want to go home. Fuck him. His life over with.
I had a I had
And
another
then,
topic. My bad. Go
huh?
ahead.
And I was gonna say this. A lot of these kids, when they go to jail, and it's the sad reality of it, when you get there, you be thinking of all the shit you could have did and you could have did different, right? Because I done been to jail before. And you be thinking of all the shit you should have, would have, could have did. And you gonna be in this bitch for 15, 20, 30 years. I always tell niggas, you can close your eyes and do 5 years. You can close your eyes and maybe do 10. You can close your eyes and sit down for 2 or 3. You can blink and whisper and do a year. But when you sitting on life, 55 years, 60 years, life, 25 to life, 30 to life, 20 years, and they hammering these young niggas now with these gun laws.
You don't even want to do too. You can blink your eyes in the free world and do too.
You exactly.
So live your life, man.
So live your life. That's the message I'm getting across. Stop looking at the crash out like that's what's gonna make you a legend, bro. And then you gonna go to jail for 30 years and deal with that bitch you crashed out for. She fucking your niggas. Them niggas that you crashed out for, they ain't put no money on your books. Your mama crying in the courtroom. Your grandma health bad already. Your daddy ain't around. He already doing life. Your little brother, he trying to figure a way out the streets, but you out here trapping and fucking up. Come on. Like, come on, bro. It's gotta make sense. It gotta make sense. So I felt connected to this situation. I done seen that young nigga before. I done seen him. I know somebody that worked with him, and it's like, man, all the potential in the world, but it's like, shorty, you threw it away just crashing out over some just robbing niggas.
Well, I also like to add to that, like his family kind of, as much as I'm not saying that it gives him a pass, but his mom and dad kind of, or the people that was around him, forced him into that life. Kind of like, nah, this is how it got to be done. So he was basically kind of raised by some not the best people. So he was just introduced
Yeah,
that.
it's like, man,
I remember
that's
when he was
common
on the
though.
run in
Product of your
Arlington.
environment. A
I'm like,
product
this
of your
man is in
environment,
Arlington.
man. I say this. And man, when I was 13 years old, my grandma told me I wasn't gonna live to be 18. I was a disgrace. And I probably did everything leading up to do that shit. But at a certain point in my life, I realized like, all right, I want to live, my nigga. And
Hmm.
I want to live and I want to be happy and I want to be free. Now, shit happens along the way when you growing up. That's just normal, bro. But for the most part, I'm 37, free and alive. If I could tell any message to anybody or any nigga that's listening, bro, ain't nothing cool about dying at 19, 20, 21, not even making 25 and leaving nothing behind. Because you ain't made 25 is 1/4 of 100 years. You haven't even made it to 1/4 of 100 years.
Yeah, right. Yep.
And you're dying over nothing. An internet argument, some words, a block that your mama can't sell or get no profit off of.
Yeah, you don't even own that block.
You don't even own that block. And I understand the tribalism of certain shit, but at the end of the day, certain shit you can walk away from. I always said this when I was in the streets, bro. A nigga told me a long time ago, if you can handle something and you can talk it out, Before I gotta get to some guns or some extra, do it. It don't make you weak. It make you shrewd. You might find value in shit, and I've always been able to find value in relationships that way. Most niggas that ever didn't like me, we ended up being cool in the end. Most niggas that I ever got into it with, we ended up being friends in the end. Because nigga be like, man, you really cool, bro. You a solid nigga, man. What the fuck? You wild as hell, but you a solid nigga, bro. And I be, man, you cool as hell too, fam. We could have been doing business together. We could have been getting some money together. We could have been doing this. When I like, it's easy. The thing that lacks in our culture that I hate, niggas can't talk to each other. It ain't shit but a conversation for me to talk to him. We can talk to each other and we can settle our differences and we can get along. We can exist or we can coexist and not even bother each other. Niggas' problems don't be really that deep. That shit would go, yeah, yo, Mo 3, all them niggas. That shit, man, that shit tore apart something that could have been a legacy in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Something that would have really put, if all them niggas would have stayed friends, worked together, Dallas Fort Worth probably would be in a different light more than anywhere. But when you got that type of mindset and motherfuckers can't talk and the sliding begin, niggas can't come back from that. When blood gets spilled, niggas can't come back from that.
Facts.
I say that all the time. He's like, yeah, you can. No, you can't. It's only certain situations where you can come back from that.
Once Roy Lee died, that
Yeah.
was
Once
the end of it.
blood come on that man, no. There ain't no blood being spilled. Yeah.
All right, I got one for you real quick. For a quick topic. Don't have much on them. I just seen them pop up on No Jumper a lot, and says that they're Chicago GDs allegedly. What do you know about Stain and Wonder Trump? You know much about them? Are they like the new representatives for Chicago on the internet now? What's going on with them?
Them some cool niggas.
Okay.
Them some cool niggas. They some cool niggas. Like, nah, they like that. They
Okay.
official. They like that. They along the lines of a me.
Okay. Got you.
They like
That's what
that. They cool.
you
They
Chicago
cool.
native, so
Yeah, they like that. They cool. They solid. They like that. Yeah, they just along the lines of me. Figure like most GD niggas, I like the real ones. We figure it the fuck out. We understand it's got to be something else done. It can't just be this. It can't. It's growth and development as well.
oh yeah.
So
Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
I'm about to say so. Shit. Other than that, man, I don't got no more topics.
Oh,
But
one more. My bad. We do
okay,
got
okay,
one more.
cool. What we got?
Lil Boosie getting into that car crash. He said because somebody had filmed him. He was out of the car. There was a lot of people laying on the ground. You could tell they trying to get that settlement check. But then he came out and responded and was like, "Yo, I wasn't the one driving my car. That was somebody else." He was like, "That's the damn fourth car in 6 months." I'm like, "God dang, you wrecking 4 cars in 6 months is crazy. Stop hanging around these fools." So, like, what do you think about? You think Boosie capping or just the
You
whole
know what,
situation?
man? I like Lil Boosie, but Boosie always in some shit. That nigga energy fucked up. He always in some shit. I think his life is he beat the murders, and his karma is he gotta have like a rough life or something. Like you got all the money, all that shit, but nigga, you don't notice he always into some unfortunate shit. He always into what's that one movie? Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events.
Exactly.
That's Lil Boosie. He
Toes getting
always
shot
into
up,
something.
this getting messed up, this, that,
How
and the
you in
third.
Dallas and get shot? He
Because he was
always into something.
they
He
said he was
always
in Dallas business was the problem.
Boosie got to sit the fuck down somewhere, man. You got to sit the fuck down before somebody do something to you. These niggas ain't gonna respect the fact you Boosie.
Right.
That's just what that is on that. Ain't that where you had this many crash in that many months, and come on, bro. Sit down somewhere. You too old for this shit. You about to have another baby, nigga. Sit down somewhere. Have a seat, nigga. Chill out somewhere, old nigga. You doing too much. You doing too much. That's my advice to Boosie on that note. I can't say nothing else but that. That's much as I can say. Like shit, sit down. Sit down. You got money. You got your freedom. You got kids. You got kids.
enjoy your kid.
You got your beautiful baby mama. You just had a baby. Sit down. You can afford all the insulin you need. Sit down.
All the STD medicine.
Yeah, you good. You good. You still Boosie. Boosie need to start a podcast. Boosie need to start a podcast. Somebody need to get Boosie a podcast. Sit him down somewhere.
Well, he was there on Vlad for a while.
Give him his own platform. He funny, he entertaining. Sit him down somewhere. Sit him down. Get him a podcast. Get him a podcast or a blog. Sit him down somewhere. Sit him down somewhere before he get hurt. He getting old. He too old for this. It's nonsense, man. It's nonsense, man. It's one of those things where it's like, shit. You crashing cars, you losing money that you got. Obviously. Shit, fuck it. If you like it, I love it. Me personally, I ain't doing no shit like that. Man, that's just my honest opinion on Boosie. I say this, and then I'm gonna go and get ready to get up out of here. Shouts out to Pop Austin. We running them views up. We in them M's. We doing our thing. We making it happen. We winning by committee. And shit, I'm proud of you, KP. I'm proud of T Money. I'm proud of everybody. 40, get on the podcast. I'm proud of everybody that's been coming up. I see Jeff hit me up the other day. Man, he typed so long.
Oh my God! Don't he be typing some BS, boy? I'd be like, what the hell
Man,
is he
what?
sending?
I fuck with Jeff. Jeff,
And then he
shouts out
send
to
it like
Jeff.
it's not him, it's somebody else. Like, bro, I see your name is right there.
All right, man. Shouts out to Chris. Chris on, y'all gonna get that TSF business. Shouts out to Chris. He doing his thing on the rap side right now. And the numbers on the podcast. He doing his thing right now. So shout out to Chris. Shout out to the whole team. Shout out to Game 411, Player Made Joe, P. Joe, Clark Jones. Y'all gonna get Cheesecake on all platforms now. Y'all gonna get Discipline. Y'all gonna get Desert Nights on all streaming platforms by Clark Jones. Y'all come out this weekend, Saturday, April the 12th at Abe's.
Look at that room right now.
I'm gonna be out there. And we doing our thing at Abe's. Spring Bling, Retro World. Gonna be out there. We doing our thing. Shouts out to Gavin and Pre Marco. Y'all go check them out. Y'all go check out D Nice as well. You know what I'm saying? I gotta shout out to sponsors because you know what I'm saying. They pay me. They pay me. So you feel me? Y'all get in with me. Hey, if y'all want interviews, y'all want hosting, y'all want podcasting, whatever, tap in with me. Or tap in with Jet. Get up with me, man, and we can do something, man. All right, man. It was good talking to y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. It's the big game show in the morning. Peace out.
Appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all hit that like. Me and T Money got some some messy content coming out. Pause tomorrow, but appreciate y'all boys, man. Y'all have a good day. Y'all stay grinding, and we out. Give me a yeet.